everyone, this is your 12-minute chest and shoulders routine. If you have a physio ball, you'll want it nearby, and you're going to need at least one set of dumbbells. We'll be working for 50 seconds, resting for 10 seconds, repeating each circuit through twice. When you hear the ding, it's time to go. When you hear the horn, it's time to rest. Here's your heads up for the first exercise, and we are starting with walkouts to a low plank to high plank. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So you want to place your hands down, walk it out into a high plank position, lower yourself down gently into a low plank, and then extend one arm out, lifting your body back up to high plank position. You want to be gentle in your shoulders, keep everything under control. Make sure your abs are engaged, belly towards your spine. You can look in the upper left-hand corner at Mini-Me. She's doing the modifications. Good, just 20 more seconds on the clock. You can get an awesome stretch with this exercise too in the hamstrings if you just try to keep your legs as straight as possible as you're walking back up towards your toes. All right, guys, hang in there. Just 5 more seconds, and we're resting in 3, 2, 1. Good work. Next up, we have alternating shoulder presses, so grab your lighter weights. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. If you want to stand up nice and tall, hold the weights right above your shoulders with your elbows down. Engage your core by sucking in your abs, belly toward your spine, and you're just going to alternate pressing one dumbbell up over your head and then the other. Modification is just to go lighter on the weights for this, or if you really want to modify even more, then just drop the weights. The idea of this workout is just to do what you can, work the hardest you can for the 12 minutes. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Remember, stand up tall. 10 more seconds on the clock. Resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're moving on to the second round of the first circuit. So we're back to walkouts to low plank to high plank. So you know the drill this time, and we're starting it up right now. Here we go. So legs extended, walk it out, drop down into low plank, back into high plank, and then walk back up towards your toes. Try to alternate which arm comes up first on the low plank to high plank. It's a lot of core, it's a lot of chest and shoulders. You're getting a nice stretch in the hamstrings. Remember that modification, you can always drop down to your knees during the low plank to high plank. Seconds. Resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are back to the alternating shoulder press. Starting up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Remember to keep those abs tight. Stand nice and tall, feet about hip width apart. You want to keep those elbows down at the starting position and then extend that arm up so the dumbbell comes right above the head. Bring it all the way back down and then repeat on the other side, slowly and controlled. Twenty more seconds. Resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, on to the second circuit. You're gonna need your ball if you have one. If not, you can just use the floor, and we're doing an alternating fly on the ball, or the floor. All right, here we go. So if you're on the ball, you wanna walk yourself out into a bridge position. Hold those weights above your chest with your palms facing each other, keeping a slight bend in the arm. You're gonna bring one arm out to this side, keeping the same angle in the arm. Bring it back up to the starting position and then repeat with the other arm. Modification is just lying down on the floor. without the ball. And you can always go lighter with the weights. 20 seconds. Remember, if you're on the ball, you really want to push up through the heels, lift up those hips. That way you're going to also get a good workout in the glutes and the hamstrings, a little more in the core than just lying down on the ground. Inhale as you bring the weights to the side, exhale as you reach back up towards the ceiling, and we are done in 2, 1. All right, this is a really tough one coming up, so you can always modify. Elevated push-up and then knee to elbow, starting in 2, 1. So if you have your fizzy ball and you really want to challenge yourself, you want to place your feet up on the ball. You're going to perform a push-up and then really keeping your core tight, bring your knee to your opposite elbow, do it on the other side, and then repeat with the push-up. Modification, you can just do a push-up on the floor with one leg extended up in the air, place that leg down, and then switch. Or something in between, you can put your feet up on an elevated surface like a chair. That way you have some stability, but it's still elevated. The ball is probably the toughest way to go. You can always work your way up. If you're not doing it this week, maybe try next week. All right, we are resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next we have a front raise to a row. So you are going to need your lighter weights for this one. And we're starting in 3, 2, 1. All right, so stand up nice and tall, feet about hip width apart, abs engaged, arms extended. You're gonna reach to the front and then row the weights in, getting the shoulder blades to pinch together. Bring the weights back out in line with your shoulders, and then slowly and controlled, bring the weights back down in front of your thighs. So it goes front raise, in, out, and down. Take your time with this. It is a big workout in the shoulders and chest. You can get a little bit in the back and the core by keeping your upper body steady. 10 more seconds. Take your time. Resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, round 2 of the second circuit, alternating flies on the ball. So you know the drill, and we're starting in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So again, you're gonna walk out into a bridge position with your head on the ball and hips raised up towards the ceiling, pushing up through the heels, palms facing each other. You're gonna inhale, bring one arm out to the side, exhale, bring it back up, and then repeat on the opposite arm. Again, modification is just using the ground, lying down flat on your back with your knees bent instead of stabilizing yourself on the ball. Just 10 more seconds on the clock. Making sure to keep that arm extended, keeping that same angle throughout the movement. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we are back to this extremely hard exercise, which I know you can do. Elevated push-up and then knee to elbow. Starting in 2, 1, here we go. So you decide which version you want to do. The ball is going to be the hardest. You can do it on the floor, or again, with your feet on the chair so you have a little more stability. Either way, you want to engage that core. Pull your belly towards your spine. Just take your time. Twenty more seconds on the clock. Good, resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, and we are back to the front raise to rows. So you want to grab those lighter weights again. We're starting up in 3, 2, 1. So remember, stand up nice and tall, feet about hip width apart. You're gonna keep your arms extended at first for the front raise, and then row those weights in so they're about shoulder height, getting the shoulder blades pinching together. Then extend the arms back out and lower the arms back down so that the dumbbells end up right in front of your thighs. Really important to engage that core to keep your upper body steady. You don't want to swing back and forth. You don't want to arch your back. Everything should be under control. So if you feel like it's just so hard to keep your upper body steady, you're probably using heavy weights and you should go a little lighter. Form over reps. Okay, 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we are starting circuit number 3 and beginning with push-ups to side dips. So no equipment needed for this one. Here we go, guys. So perform your push-up and then you're gonna twist to the side, stack your hips, stack your shoulders, then dip that hip towards the ground, lift it back up, and go right back into that push-up. Modification, look in that upper left-hand corner. Mini-Me is just doing a push-up on her knees and then staying on one leg, with one leg on the floor, and performing the dip. You want to make sure that you're using your obliques, pulling yourself back up through the obliques towards the ceiling with the dip. Good. So either version is fine as long as you're working the hardest you can. Remember, this workout is only 12 minutes, so just power through it. You're resting in 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. Around the world is one of my favorites. You're gonna need one dumbbell. You can hold it across with both hands, starting in 2, 1. Here we go. All right, so kneel down. You wanna keep your arms extended, upper body very, very steady. Take a deep breath in and then exhale. Bring the weight all the way up and around with your arms extended over your head, back down to the other side. And then nice and controlled, stop the momentum at the bottom, right in front of your thighs, and switch directions. Everything should be under control. Take your time. Deep breath in, exhale all the way around, up and over, and then switch. Actually feel this in your core too, as long as your upper body's steady. Working your core and your shoulders. We're resting in 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, we are almost done with this workout. We just have one more round of push-up to side dips and then around the world. So we are starting these up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So start in a high plank position or push-up position with your abs tight and your back flat. You're gonna twist to the side, stack those hips, stack those shoulders, dip it down towards the ground, lift those hips back up using your obliques. Go back to the push-up position and then repeat on the other side. Don't forget about that modification in the upper left-hand corner. $15 more seconds. Resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, last exercise. You got this, guys. Hold on to one weight across. And we're going into around the world right now. Here we go. Kneel down, upper body nice and steady, bringing that weight all the way up, around, above your head, slowly and controlled, keeping your arms extended. Take a deep breath in on the way down and then exhale, lift it on up. Make sure you pull that belly towards your spine, super important. That will help keep your upper body steady. Hang in there, guys. I know your shoulders are on fire. That's a good sign. You get the most out of this workout. Just 15 more seconds. Resting in 5, 4, 3, and done in 2, 1. Nice job. Woo!